The way the potatoes in this chorizo breakfast hash crisp up in the rendered chorizo fat is truly perfection.
If I could, I would eat this every day for breakfast.
The recipe starts by prepping 4 Yukon Gold potatoes. You'll likely use more or less depending on the size of your potatoes. Just eyeball it. This should serve about 4 people. So we'll peel all of our potatoes and then just dice them into cubes. Everyone has their own technique for this, but I like to slice them into quarters and then into quarters again and then into thirds, if that makes any sense. Now the real trick here is soaking our potatoes for 10 minutes before we do anything else. I promise you this step is so worth it. It helps to remove some of the starch from the potatoes, which encourages them to get super crispy and beautiful when we do start to cook them. So just add the cubed potatoes to a bowl and cover with cold water and let them sit for about 10 minutes. And while those are sitting, we're going to prep a pot of water. We're going to salt it generously and bring it to a boil before adding in our drained soaked potatoes. Boiling the potatoes before frying them is another trick I love to use because it helps ensure that they are cooked all the way through, so we get that delicious creamy smooth interior and we can just focus on crisping up the edges when we add them to the frying pan. So boil them for about 10 minutes or until fork tender before straining the water. Now while those boil, I like to brown my chorizo. This works especially well if you've got raw chorizo. I know there's a lot of different kinds out there, but try to find raw because this will help to render lots of fat while it's cooking. So we're going to brown it and then remove it from the pan, leaving all of that beautiful rendered fat that is the perfect vehicle for crisping up our potatoes. So at this point, we're adding in our diced, partially cooked potatoes and tossing to coat in that chorizo fat. At this point, you're going to keep just cooking them on medium-high heat. You've got to be patient here because we were trying to crisp them up all around on every side. Every part of that potato should be crispy. And even though the potatoes are cooked through already, this can take another 10 to 20 minutes to achieve. So just be patient here, stay close, and flip the potatoes every few minutes, make sure they don't burn anywhere, to make sure they're getting evenly crisped up all around. You can really practice your frying pan flipping skills here. And once they look crispy like this, you can add the chorizo back to the pan, making sure to get any of that grease that's left on that plate. And then I'm also adding a diced bell pepper and some diced onion. Totally up to you if you want to add those or not. Then for spices, we're adding onion powder, paprika, garlic powder, and salt and pepper. We're giving it another good toss to evenly combine everything, and then just cooking for a few minutes until the veggies are done. And then you are ready to enjoy. I like serving mine with tortillas, a fried egg, and some avocado slices. I am always dousing this in hot sauce, but it's totally up to you how you'd like to enjoy this. If you decide to give this a try, definitely let me know in the comments below what you think, or if you have any questions, and I'll see you next time.